Hi, I'm David Abukaier, owner of Boulder Therapeutics. Welcome to our online videos. Today we're here to talk about 5 stretches you can do for your lower body. These stretches are best done after exercise or when you've warmed up. The stretches are the hip flexors, the quads, the glutes, hamstrings, and the calves. Let's go. The hip flexors are a group of muscles on the front of your hip. They flex the hip. In order to stretch them, we need to move the hip into extension. You can do this stretch standing, but you can also do it with your knee on the ground. I prefer the knee in the ground, but sometimes if someone's knee is too sensitive, you can either stand or you can fold a yoga mat under and have your knee there. I prefer to have hips level when you do this stretch, so you lean forward without dipping too far forward in the hips. Level that out, so that stand up nice and tall and lean forward. You can also bring the arm overhead for an additional stretch in the upper psoas. Hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds. A great stretch for your quads is to hold onto a wall. It's important to keep your balance when you're doing your stretches. Bring your foot up to your hand, find very good posture standing upright, and bring your heel toward your hips, toward your back. Then if that's comfortable for you and you can bring your heel far enough back, start to bring your knee that you're stretching behind the other knee to increase that stretch a little bit more. Continue standing upright. There's no need to lean forward. Stand nice and tall and hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds. You can slightly change the angle. Just be careful of your knee with this. You can bring your foot out or to the inside very slightly and pull up and back. There are a lot of great ways to stretch the gluteals. The one I like the most is the figure 4 stretch because it doesn't have body weight involved. A lot of the stretches that involve body weight can be a little bit more dangerous on the knee. So this is a safe stretch for your glutes. Start by lying on your back. Bring one ankle on top of the opposite knee. Reach through the legs. There's a figure 4 here. Reach through that figure 4 to the hamstring. Relax your head, relax your legs, and just pull your knee toward your chest. To vary the stretch, you can slightly bring the leg to the outside and pull up, or move it toward the inside and pull up. You'll hold these stretches for about 20 to 30 seconds each. When you come out of the stretch, just lower slowly. And continue to check in on your posture and make sure that you're not rolling and hunching. If you can't reach, you can always use a towel behind your leg and pull that towel. A variation on the glute figure 4 stretch, which may be easier for some people, is to lie again on your back and put one foot on the wall. Bring your other ankle on top of the knee, let everything relax, and then slowly with your elbows, scoot yourself forward until you feel the stretch in your gluteals. A great stretch for your hamstrings is to come into this position. Sit up nice and tall, lead with your chest and lean forward. You can rest your hands gently on your legs, but don't be so concerned about reaching for your foot. Start by relaxing your foot. That will take some of the stress off of the calves. Sit up nice and tall, lean forward, and sit up nice and broad through your chest. If you need more of a stretch, you can go ahead and point your toes toward the ceiling and lean forward. If you're not feeling this stretch in the hamstring, and instead you're feeling it behind the knee, take a yoga mat or a water bottle, put it underneath the knee. That will take some of the stress off the tendons, and lean forward, again, leading with your chest. And then again, if you need a little bit more in this position, you can point your toes up toward the ceiling. Hold this for about 20 or 30 seconds and enjoy. The hamstring muscles don't run in a straight line from your hip down to the knee. They run at some different angles. And to stretch all the different fiber directions, I like to vary the stretch. Instead of just taking your chest directly toward your foot, try playing with bringing your foot slightly toward the inside or slightly toward the outside. And you can also vary your chest position. You can bring your chest slightly inside or slightly to the outside. Always maintaining a good upright posture and leaning forward. You can vary the stretch by taking the foot inward and the chest outward, or follow that same line. Find the stretch that feels best for you. There are a lot of different ways to stretch the calf muscles. One of the deeper ways to stretch the calf is to stand on the stairs and hang your heel off the edge of the step. The problem with that is for some people, that's a little too intense and can start to fray the Achilles tendon. So the stretch I'm going to show you is a little safer. Stand up near a wall, stagger your legs into a lunge, and bring your back heel toward the ground. With a straight knee, that will stretch the gastrocnemius bellies, and for most people, that will be the deepest stretch. If you bend the knee and shift your weight backwards slightly, you should feel that stretch down near the Achilles tendon a little bit more in the soleus muscles. Try playing with the straight knee versus the bent knee and see which stretch works best for you.